Hey guys, what's going on? Charlie de la Plaza. How you doing, brother? Hey, it's been a while. Couple things. I got a new tattoo. It says ground karate, because that's what my dad thinks jiu-jitsu is. The other thing is, I figured this would be a good time to talk about this. This is less of a white belt thing as it is like a jiu-jitsu thing. So I just got done teaching class, and we rolled, a bunch of rounds at the end, and it sucked. I'm a black belt, and I've been training for 18 years, and I had blue belts in that room giving me everything I could handle, and it just was not a good night. It was just frustrating, and I just felt like nothing was coming together, nothing was clicking, and I rolled for an hour last night, and it was the same thing. And I rolled a bunch of times last week, and it was the same thing. And it was just very frustrating. I felt good because my students are getting really good, and they're like catching up. Must mean like I'm a awesome teacher or something. But my own jiu-jitsu just feels like stale and just rusty and just not good. It's felt like that for weeks, and I don't know about you, but like when you constantly get confronted with results like that, you start to analyze it, and you think, why is this happening? Like, what's going on? Like, what, am I actually not good at jiu-jitsu? Is there something about me? Am I physically just not attuned to jiu-jitsu? Do I not get it the right way, the way some other people seem to get it very naturally? How come these other guys, pick it up a lot faster? Am I not studying enough? Am I not training enough? And you start to, especially when you get into these thoughts of comparison, when you're looking at everyone else around you and you're questioning why they're better than you or why they're getting something faster than you or whatever. We start to get into this loop of this negative thought process. And when you start to ask yourself questions like that, why do I suck? Why am I not getting this? Why is everyone better? You will come up with answers. Your brain will come up with, the reason you suck is because you're dumb. The reason you suck is because you're not athletic. The reason you suck is because you have a poor training ethic. You'll start to come up with answers. They're not right, but you're asking these questions, and your brain will come up with answers. You got to be super careful when you're comparing yourself to other people, especially in jiu-jitsu, because it's such an individualistic pursuit. You're going to learn so much about yourself in jiu-jitsu, about your thought processes and your reaction to adversity and your communication style. You're just going to learn so much stuff, and it takes time, and there's going to be up days and there's going to be down days. And truthfully, if you do this long enough, you'll have up months and down months. You'll have up belts and down belts sometimes. Sometimes the slump is long. But I can almost guarantee that if you stick through it and you keep going through that slump, it'll be worth it on the other side. Because so the clouds will clear and the rainbow will come through, and like all of a sudden you'll be moving better than you ever did. And you'll be thinking more clearly than you ever did, and just things will just click, 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 click. And the only reason you're feeling that is because you went through that low time that it just wasn't working. Expect that's going to be part of the road. And I've done a lot of martial arts. To me, jiu-jitsu is the art that most closely resembles real life. In real life, you're going to have challenging times, you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs, and nobody skates along without going through those hills and valleys. It just doesn't happen. And in real life, you don't make the decision to stop. I hope, right? Unless jiu-jitsu is the same thing. You might have just a down patch. You might have months where just things aren't clicking, and you could say, why am I putting myself through this stress? Why am I putting myself through this? Why don't I just take a break? That's the wrong thing to do. You're not going to get better at jiu-jitsu. Things won't get more clear, and you won't have those breakthrough moments if you give yourself that break. You just can't do it. You got to keep going, and you got to embrace the down times. There will be sunshine on the other side, but you got to keep going. And I just find with myself that I've had long periods of that in my jiu-jitsu career, and I'm in one now. But the reason I'm going to get through this one is because I got through the last one, and I got through the one before that, and I've learned, you know, through the years of doing this. It's just a patch. It's just a down patch. And the crazy and the ironic thing is, after these times, months later, or even years later, you're going to look back on the moments that were the hardest and the most challenging, and those are the ones that you're going to value the most. Because if it was just all roses all the time, you wouldn't have the appreciation, you know. And you'll have those down moments, and you'll have those challenging times, and the breakthrough on the other side of it will make it all worth it. So if white belt, blue belt, purple, any belt you're at, you will face times like this. So just keep it in perspective. Lastly, besides not giving yourself that break that you want to take, don't do it. Grab somebody who's in front of you in line. Grab that next higher belt. Grab somebody and tell them. Tell them that you're having these self-defeating thoughts, because they've had them too, and they got through them, and they're going to help you with it too. It's just like in real life. If you have a real hard part and you just are not thinking the right thoughts, you got to talk to somebody else. You know, it's the only way out. It's the same thing in jiu-jitsu. You got to get with somebody who's been there, done that. And they're out there. There's guys in your club that will help you with this. And the first thing they're going to say is, man, I've been there too. Everybody goes through it. I don't think Jay Bell went through it, but everybody else goes through that. So keep it in perspective. You know, jiu-jitsu is supposed to be fun. You're going to have up times, down times, or whatever. Just expect that the low times will come. Acknowledge them for what they are, and just understand that if you stick through it, there will be a bright side on the other side. Don't stop now. Don't quit now. Nobody got better by quitting. And lastly, just grab somebody and talk to them, you know, after class, because they've been through it. We've all been through it. All right, that's it. Keep training. Charlie de la Plaza out. I've been feeling kind of down lately. I'm kind of blue, and I just really kind of think I need some nice ground hugging. No. I'm just feeling down. Just give me a ground hug, Roland. No. I just want, just you know. No. No means no. Just Roland. No. No. Roland, it's just ground hugging. No! That's what we always do anyway. Oh, sure. Roland, jiu-jitsu is ground hugging. No!
I'm up for some ground hugging.
Don't be creepy.